Okay, now I'm going to work on the inside and show you how I attach the pocket. Get my background piece in place. It basically goes on just like the one on the front cover. It just has about a 1/16 of an inch or so of the book base that shows around it. And it's got the distressed edges, so you'll feel that, you know, raised area from your edges. Okay, and this is my pocket. So move that out of the way for a minute. This is my pocket that's going to go here, but I want to be sure that my inside background can not only be seen, but I don't want that these 1/2-inch tabs that hold the pocket in place to interfere with anything going into the pocket. So I use the lining piece as just that, a liner for the pocket. And then when this is glued down, I have the whole expansion of the pocket and no interference with anything. So get this all covered with the adhesive. And this is just the art glitter glue that I use on 99% of everything I put together. And this is going to have approximately a 1/16 of an inch at the top, the outer edge, and the bottom, and just under an 1/8 of an inch here at the spine section. And that's just so that the pocket rests to the furthest outside and bottom edges without, you know, and it's still, you've got that tiny little green border around it. And so there's that piece. And I did distress all of the open edges of the pocket, as well as I distressed the edges of the layering piece. And because I only had one of each sheet of this pattern paper that I was using, I actually had to make the pocket layer a little bit smaller. So I actually have about 3/16, just under a 1/4 of an inch of the purple cardstock that shows all around it. But after I got it all layered up, I actually liked that, and I liked the fact that I could see more of the purple in my layering. And then the waterfall piece is going to go the same way. Edges just right. And y'all, I apologize if my big old head gets under the camera. The way I have my little holder sitting here to hold it up, I sometimes need my head right there where it's at. If I'd stop doing projects and take the time to actually rig something better up, I probably wouldn't have that problem. But what can I say? I get out here and I get started, and that's it. It's on then. So let's get the patterned paper layer over that one. And then I did the waterfall so that, because I wanted to use as big a page elements as I could so that photos wouldn't have to be cropped so much. So there's only about 1/8 of an inch top to bottom and side to side, but because I used the little mechanism here to mount the waterfall on, I know exactly where my glue needs to go. And let's see if we can lay this back down in the same place that we had it. And I think that looks pretty good. Then I just raise up each page, and some of this cardstock is like a real, I think it's only like a 65-pound. Few pieces are heavier than that, but it was all I had in the colors that I needed. But by the time a photograph would be added to it, it would be very substantial then. And then you still have the pretty patterned paper at the back side. So that's what the book consists of. So let this glue set up a few minutes and let me kind of get my configuration for the flower, and I'll show you how I add it.